Getting the place nicely spruced up.
Well, we were.
Drop everything! The Bubblescope is calling us! Oh, I think this is going to be a good one. All right, team, let's...
See what we can see!
Oh, look, there's a train.
That's a very old train. It's a steam train.
What do you mean, a steam train?
Well, steam is what makes this train move, and so it's called a steam train, but they're quite old.
Now, there's a new train.
Yes, but it's coming through some pretty old arches, isn't it, Professor?
It certainly is.
What's that funny gold thing?
Well, that's a wheel. It belongs to a very old car. The cars are so old, they're all in an exhibition. People don't drive them anymore, they just go and look at them.
Oh, now that's a brand new car, isn't it?
Do people drive cars like that one?
Of course they do. There are brand new cars being made all the time for people to drive.
Look, that one's being driven away now.
Oh, yeah.
Careful, don't want to scratch the paint.
No.
There he goes.
Oh, now look at that big old building. Look, it's all built out of stone. It was built a very long time ago.
How long ago was that?
Oh, hundreds of years ago.
Wow, that's really, really old.
Oh, and this is a very new building. This building was probably built in the last 5 or 10 years.
Well, that seems quite old to me, Professor.
Yes, but for a building, 10 years old is still very new.
Oh, what's that?
That's a lovely old grandfather clock.
Well, that must be old because grandfathers are old.
Oh, and is that a little baby clock then?
No, but it is a new clock.
There's a little old teddy. He must be old because all his fur is worn away because he's been loved and cuddled so much.
Oh, and there's a brand new teddy bear. Look, he's all fluffy and he's just waiting for someone to come along and cuddle him.
Hey, let's liven things up a little. Let's have a cleaning race. You'll be given a minute to clean as much as you can, and I'll time you using the professor's old cuckoo clock.
Well, I suppose it might make the cleaning a bit more interesting.
All right, Mouse.
Okay, you both have to clean a bit of the floor if you start from the wall and work across. Ready? Steady? And... oh, hold on.
What's wrong with the clock?
Oh, it isn't working. I may as well just throw it away.
Oh, are you sure, Mouse?
Well, what use is a clock if it doesn't work? Hey, just a minute. If I'm going to get rid of it, I ought to throw it out of the window.
Why's that?
Because then we could see time fly.
Wow.
Well, you're right, Mouse.
Time
It
fly.
certainly does. And as it's getting so late, I thought I'd show you how to make a box to keep stuff in.
Ah.
Now, boxes, you might think, nothing particularly to write home about, but I can show you how to make boxes look absolutely good enough to eat. Like this one. It looks like maybe a sort of cake or something, doesn't it?
It
Now,
does, Professor.
what you need, Mouse, is you need some furry fabric for this, which you can get in any fabric store. I've got some lovely stuff there that looks like fur, and this is a bit more like sort of, I don't know, sort of a blanket or something. And I've also got some bits of felt. So I've got plenty of ammunition for my boxes. Now, I'm just going to show you how to do the covering, and I'll pop this one over here and get my lid. I'm going to show you how to cover the lid, and this is just the lid off an ordinary box, and here's my bit of fabric. Now, I've cut it out, so get somebody to help you cut it out, to be a square that's a bit bigger than the lid. In fact, just that much bigger all round.
Fits on
You
the
see?
side.
So it fits on the side, that's right. And I've just cut the corners out, so when I come to glue it down on the side, or you can use double-sided tape, it's going to fit just perfectly, like that.
And it covers all of it, Professor.
It does, it covers it all up. And I've got one here, which I've put double-sided tape on, just to show you how easy it is.
Whee!
Just off the backing comes like that, and then you can just turn it over and stick it down. Now you notice this one has
A little handle.
a rather splendid little handle, and that's made out of this, which is just a sort of furry
Bendy
pipe cleaner,
worm.
bendy wire thing, which you can also get at a fabric store. And I've just get somebody to make a couple of holes in your lid like that, and then tie some knots, and you've got yourself a little handle like that, which goes on this box here. And what I've been doing on this box too is sticking my favorite shape on.
Bubbles.
Bubbles
All
everywhere.
down the
And look,
side.
this is rather cunning because I've got just a half bubble shape here, which could go on the bottom like that, you
Oh,
see?
yeah.
And I've kept on going. Oh, and I must just show you this one because this is very good.
It looks like a cow, Professor.
That's right, and what I've done is I've got this black and white sort of fun fur fabric, and I've turned it over. So it'll be more like the surface of a cow, and I've just drawn a cow onto there, and then I've cut my cow
Cut
out.
him
And you see,
out.
the black and white bits look like spots. and I've got a little pink bit down there, and there we are. I've got my cow on a green field, and I put some blue felt along the top
That's
to
the
be
sky.
the sky. Yes, what else do I need?
You need those little blue things. They can be clouds.
That's right, that's what I cut them out for.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just gonna put them on there, and once you put them on there, you can do your design right, and then glue them down. And the finishing touch,
The sun.
that's right. The sun shining down with its little rays, and I've just cut these sort of little triangular bits out to
That's
be
pretty,
the rays
Professor.
of the sun. There we are. That's your sunny storage box with a cow on top.
Oh, I love it, Professor. Hey, guys, what are you two doing?
We thought we'd have a game of invisible tennis.
But what about our big cleanup?
We got bored with that. We thought we'd have a rest.
Huh, I suppose I'll just have to carry on my own. Well, I've decided that we should have a big clear out, and I'm going to throw away anything old.
Oh, what for?
Well, because if something's old, the chances are it won't work. I mean, just take this bucket.
Where to?
No, I mean, look at it. It looks really old. Now, suppose you were to carry some paint in it and it leaked all over the carpet.
Yeah, but it won't leak because it hasn't got a hole in it.
Not at the moment, Beamer, no. But because it's old, it'll probably be more worn out than a new bucket. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some old things to throw out.
Well, as long as you don't mind us playing tennis.
Oh, no, sure, carry on.
Right, Quill, where were we?
Hold on a moment. Those look like rather old rackets.
Well, yes, they are. I mean, I've had them for years.
Oh, dear. Just as I thought. Look, the strings look like they might break at any moment.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Chromety.
Oh, hello, Chromety.
Hi. The senior weather maker is testing me on my colours today.
Oh, really? Why's that then?
Well, it's very important for a weather maker to know them for painting rainbows.
Oh, I see. Well, why don't you relax before you take your colour test and sing us a song?
Okay. As I grow up and I grow tall, the clothes that I wear won't last at all. I'll wear them out, I'll make big holes. New clothes will replace the old. Leaves on the trees keep turning brown. They grow old and fall to the ground. Old ones are replaced by new. New ones grow, for this is true. As I grow up and I get tall, the clothes that I wear won't last at all. I'll wear them out, I'll make big holes. New clothes will replace the old. Peeping round the garden shed, tulips with new flower heads. Old ones wither and they fade. New ones grow for another day. As I grow up and I get tall, the clothes that I wear won't last at all. I'll wear them out, I'll make big holes. New clothes will replace the old. All of us can make new friends. Time with the old ones we should spend. Play with the old ones, play with the new. Play with both at the same time too. As I grow up and I get tall, the clothes that I wear won't last at all. I'll wear them out, I'll make big holes. New clothes will replace the old.
Thanks,
Yay! Thanks, Chromety.
You're welcome.
Well, you better get back to your test. Good luck. See you, Chromety.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
Mouse has just tried to throw away my favourite ever teddy bear.
But why?
Because it's old.
Oh, of course it's old. You've had it for ages. That's why it's your favourite.
Exactly. And Mouse wanted to throw it away. I only just managed to save it. Has she thrown away your teddy?
Oh, no. My teddy's quite new, so Mouse won't throw that away. Why'd you ask?
Well, you're cuddling your paintbrushes.
Oh, no. Just not cuddling so much as keeping good hold of them. She tried to throw them away. She says they're far too old.
Oh, this is bubble ridiculous.
I know. I mean, my paintbrushes work just as well now as when I got them. Better, if anything.
Yeah. Well, perhaps we can show Mouse that not everything that's old should be thrown away.
Well, how are we going to do that?
Well, first you'd have to draw a picture, Quill, and then you'd have to leave your paintbrushes on the table unguarded.
Oh, dear.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hello, Professor.
Professor?
Yes, Quill?
Well, I was wondering, how old's your Bubblescope?
Oh, well, it's not that old. Quite new, really. I invented it to help me with the A to Z of everything. Why do you ask?
Oh, I just wouldn't want it to be thrown away. That's all.
Oh, well, I should think not. Me neither. I wonder what's new down on Earth. Come on, guys.
Let's see what we can see.
Hey, look, it's lots of black swans.
The grown-up swans are big and their necks are really long.
Oh, they're really beautiful.
Oh, look, that one's giving a piggyback to its chicks.
Isn't that sweet?
These chicks are tiny, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, more penguins.
Oh, yeah, look, there's a big old daddy penguin.
Yes, and I think he's looking after his little chick.
Oh, I must look after him really well. He's a really fat penguin chick.
Yeah,
Oh, what's that animal?
Well, that's a baby seal, and it looks as though it's really young.
yeah, it doesn't know what to do with its paws at all. It's waving them around.
And sticking them in its mouth. It looks all embarrassed. Oh.
Oh, they're funny grey things, aren't they?
They're young flamingos. Remember flamingos, the tall pink birds? Well, these are their chicks. All the flamingo chicks run around in a big group together, as though they're all in a creche. And the older chicks look after them.
Oh, look, there are some baby birds in a nest.
Oh, they're much smaller than the flamingo chicks.
And their daddy's feeding them.
Oh, they must be very hungry. Their mouths are almost bigger than the rest of them.
Oh, there's another baby bird. He's all fluffy.
Oh, look. His mummy's giving him a kiss and a cuddle.
Oh, that's sweet.
Old animals always look after young animals.
Oh, it's a cheeky little monkey climbing up a tree.
Yeah, he's a baby too.
Oh, look, his mummy wants him back.
Yes, she's making sure he doesn't go too far away and get himself lost.
Mouse, come and have a look at this.
What is it?
It's a picture. Quill's just painted it.
Oh, all right then, just a quick look. It's lovely.
Oh, thanks very much.
Do you really like it, Mouse?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, and do you know how it was painted?
Sure, by Quill.
Yes, and Quill was using a brush.
Well, of course he was. How else would you paint a picture?
Exactly, and the brush was very old.
Oh, was it? Can I have a look at it, please?
Of course you can, Mouse.
You're right, it is old.
Yes, and although it's old, Quill painted this lovely picture with it.
Well, that's remarkable. Just think how good the picture could have been if Quill had used a new brush.
What?
I'd best chuck this one out.
No, Mouse, wait.
Whoops, I think it's time for an even better plan.
And what sort of plan would that be, Beamer?
A plan to stop Mouse throwing out everything that's old.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Chromety.
Chromety.
Hi there. My fingers are freezing. I've been carving icicles all day.
Oh, well, why don't you stay here and warm your fingers up? And while you do, you could tell us a story.
Love to. This is a story about a boy called Lewis, a bear called Fred, and a robot called Robbie. Lewis was a little boy who had a bear called Fred for ages. He loved Fred, and he used to take him to bed with him. He liked cuddling him. Fred was soft and furry. And Lewis could use him as a pillow whenever he wanted to. Lewis's grandfather came over to see him. Lewis liked his grandfather because he was soft and cuddly like Fred. And besides, he always brought him a present when he came over. "I've got a present for you, Lewis," said his grandfather, handing Lewis a big box. "What can it be?" said Lewis. "Why don't you open it and find out?" said Grandad with a big smile on his face. Lewis opened the box and brought out a big, shiny, new robot. "Oh, he's great, Grandad," said Lewis. "Yes, his name's called Robbie, and he walks and talks. Put him on the floor, Lewis," said Grandad. Lewis put Robbie on the floor, and he started walking and talking. "I am a robot, I am a robot," he said. Lewis couldn't stop playing with him. When it came to bedtime, Lewis took Robbie to bed with him and put Freddie in the corner of the room. Well, it was difficult to sleep with Robbie because he was metal and hard, and Lewis couldn't put him under his head because he had lots of sharp metal corners. But finally he managed to get to sleep, although it had taken a long time. Suddenly, Louis woke up in the middle of the night. Something was moving in his bed. He stared into the darkness, but he couldn't see what it was. It moved again. "Oh, something's moving in my bed," said Louis. He was just about to get his tennis racket and hit the moving object when it spoke. "I am a robot. I am a robot." "Oh, it's you, Robbie," said Louis. "I want Fred back." And he put Robbie in the corner of the room and took Fred to bed. And Louis said, "I like new things, but you can't beat old things too."
You can't. Thanks, Chromety.
You're welcome. Well, my hands are nice and warm now, so I'll be off.
See you then, Chromety. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mouse! Mouse! Would you come here a minute, please?
Yes, what is it, Beamer? Can you make it quick? I'm rather busy.
Right. Have you cleared everything that's old from this room?
Oh, yeah, I've been very thorough.
Well, you've missed something.
You sure, Beamer?
Quite sure.
Well, tell me what it is and I'll add it to my pile for the junkyard.
Certainly. It's Professor Bubble.
What?
Professor Bubble. He's old, aren't you, Professor?
Oh, well, yes, I suppose I am. Quite old anyway. I think you better throw me out.
There you are, Mouse.
But I can't throw away the professor.
Well, you're throwing out everything else that's old. What's different about the Professor?
Well, it wouldn't be polite for starters.
I think what Beamer and Quill are trying to show you, Mouse, is that just because something's old doesn't mean it's useless.
Doesn't it?
No, and it can be very wasteful, too, to throw things out. It costs a lot less to mend something than to buy something new.
Well...
Oh, and sometimes old things can be very valuable. And sometimes people like things more because they're old.
Do they?
Like my teddy bear. He means the world to me.
Oh, dear, it disappeared from the pile of things I was going to throw away.
I know. Because I rescued him.
Oh, well, perhaps we should hang on to those old things then?
I think so.
Okay, rather than throw them out, I'll give them all a nice polish.
Good idea, Mouse. Well, I'm glad you changed your mind. I don't think I would have liked being thrown out and living in a junkyard.
Oh, Professor, you're funny.
He lives in Cloud 9 and he's watching all the time. Who do I mean? Professor Bubble. You've got it. He'll show us all the things that Mother Nature brings. What's his name? Professor Bubble.
That's me.
With Beamer, Mouse, and Quill, you'll be mystified and thrilled.
When through the Bubblescope you'll see a fish.
Or an antelope.
And Chromety will sing, and a story she will bring.
To be watched by the team on the Bubblescope screen. Professor Bubble.